A bicycle. For most of us, this is the first thing we use as a transportation. When you're little, bike is the best thing ever. It's fun, it's the feeling of flying and feeling of freedom. The time now is different. Riding a bike is now an adult thing as well. Moreover, it's a trend, especially if the bike is electric, and not just the recent half DIY bikes, but a technological, beautiful, simple and affordable bike. YunBike C1 is first go on the bike concept. It looks good, it is well made, it goes well, and most importantly, it's not expensive. My name is Dmitro Voloshin. Let's have a ride, shall we? The bike hits the sweet spot with its design, in my opinion. It is supposed to be exactly the way it wound up being if you keep its purpose in mind. First important thing, this is a bike, a real bike. It is tidy, urban and modern. Second important thing, it doesn't go by itself, but it helps you to go. These two things make this bike what it is. It is light, simple, inexpensive and will go up to 70 kilometers on one charge. The first means that you can use it as an ordinary bike. It weighs 16 kilograms, that's 35 pounds in old money, and if you discharge it completely, it is still a totally usable bike. It has no gearbox, so the chain doesn't slip off and needs no gear tweaking. The brakes are simple but very effective and are very well made. No cheap components are used and there seem to be no shortcuts to lower the price. The second thing is that it just helps you to ride, which means that by trying just a bit, you can keep the speed of up to 20 to 25 kilometers per hour and go uphill without getting tired or even sweating, but still doing a bit of a workout. I personally use a bike to go to the work in the summer, and I think this bike is perfect for a city commuter. 70-kilometer range means that it will be enough even for the busiest day and still will bring you home at the end of it. It has also a 3-axis accelerometer and a gyro, allowing the bike to automatically help the rider to go uphill. It charges in 3 hours flat, which is fast. The charger looks like a laptop power brick and is very light. The battery is attached to the bike by a solid fixture and can only be detached using one of the 2 supplied keys. The bike has Bluetooth and can connect to your phone to control the bike's power and lights, display charge remaining, the speed, current power level and the current maximum range. On the right of the handlebar there is a small backlit display with 2 buttons and a small lever right under the right thumb. That is the throttle. Buttons control the power output of the bike in 5 different positions and also reset the odometer and control the screen's backlight. On the bottom of this assembly there is a USB port covered with a rubber tab. It can charge your phone while it's mounted in the supplied phone holder, for example. It outputs 1 amp. There are tail and headlights, front headlight being a reasonable 4 LED 200 lumen light. The tail light has a few blinking modes and is on the back of the battery itself. The on-off switch for the whole bike is also on the back of the battery. Interestingly, the battery of the bike has its own USB port, which turns this battery into a giant power bank. It can fully charge a smartphone 22 times. Such a thing alone makes it worth to buy this bike. This USB outlet is also 1 amp strong. The actual capacity of the battery is 5100 mAh at 36 volts. The lithium-ion 18650 Samsung cells are used, and these are the same type of cells that are used in laptops or the ones that are used in a Tesla car. It's very important that went with good cells, since this is the most important thing for the bike's reliability. The bike's motor now is not that simple either. It's built into the rear wheel. It works at 36 volts and develops up to 180 watts of power. From one hand, this is just enough to help you ride on a level surface or help you on an uphill, and from the other hand, this helps you to keep the motor light and compact, and even more importantly, to make its rolling resistance minimum when idle. When the engine is idle, the back wheel spins almost freely and does not slow you down as you pedal. This is not the case with the simpler older bikes or the DIY bikes, as their older and/or bigger motors act as brakes when idle. The whole body of the bike is made of aluminum. The seat height is adjustable in a wide range so anyone can be seated comfy. The handlebar height is not adjustable though, so a high person might have to lean further to the front to reach it, and that might be an issue. The maximum weight allowed is 120 kilograms or 260 pounds. The bike also comes in 6 different colors and male-female frame options. The bike is steady on the road, it's good and comfy to ride. The saddle is nice and will work for the ladies as well. This bike is a great way to start commuting in a healthy and pleasant way. That is probably all I have to say about this very bike. This was Dmitro Voloshin. Watch my further reviews where I will again describe new and exciting Xiaomi products. Thank you for watching and have a very good luck.